How's it going, everybody? Alright, with that line on the thumbnail, I should have your attention now. If you're now hoping for me to sling some mod and drop names, then I sadly must disappoint you. This is not me starting some drama with specific people, but rather use the controversy to maybe reach people that I otherwise wouldn't. If by the end of the video you feel called out, or feel like I've called out one of your favorite content creators, then you have a few options. Maybe you reflect on it and think whether I maybe gave you something to put some thought into, or you simply tell others how Freeze is a big meanie. Both work. I can only try here, the rest is up to you. The catalyst for this video was a Twitter conversation, and yes, it's my own fault for clicking on long Twitter threads. Social media certainly is something that people might want to avoid. The tweet is on the screen now. This was in response to something another For Honor content creator said. I don't know if he wants to be named in such a video here, and just to make this clear to everybody now, I 100% stand behind him on this topic. But the other person gave us this statement. I adore it as it is presented in such an absolute manner. His sentiment is, without a doubt, correct, but at the same time, also incredibly ignorant. There are two sides to that coin, and ignoring either of them does nothing when tackling the problem that we currently have when it comes to content creation, especially in gaming. We are going to ignore him politicizing the whole thing with the last sentence. It's like me making the joke with a tip for Conqueror. When you play him, you should bash liberally, and I don't mean complain while doing it, but to do it quite often. That might be funny for some, but others might be offended. And my line is just a joke. Oh well, you all know I would obviously still do it, but except for giving me a chuckle, it doesn't really help me bring my point across. I hope that person will eventually see that as well. But let's pick apart the rest of the statement. He only mentioned Twitch, but I think it's applicable to all content creators, no matter the platform. Do they influence their audience? Yes, definitely. There's a reason the term influencer got coined. And everyone who has an audience should be well aware of this. Your words carry weight. How much is relative. This not only depends on the topic, the way of presentation, or whatever else. Fact is that what you say will be taken as gospel by some. Others will question every single statement you make, no matter how ridiculous it makes them look. But because of all that, some content creators decide to either minimize the interaction with their community or go for the low-hanging fruits when they make their statements. That means they pick out the most uncontroversial statements they can find, most likely shouted by the majority on some forum like Reddit, and then present their view in a similar way. This maximizes their view potential, as what they are saying doesn't rub a large portion of the community the wrong way. But at the same time, this also strengthens the belief of the uneducated masses that their opinion is correct. Most often an opinion formed without any facts, without any actual knowledge about the subject. This creates a vicious cycle. Content creators aren't allowed to voice controversial opinions because they fear that a large portion of their viewers will stop watching. This is why you see them make apologize videos when they dare to step over the line a single time and got some backlash. I'm not saying that the backlash isn't warranted sometimes, but making a video and apologizing for how they played in a match just to appease some random dumbasses is just beyond me. Stand up for yourself, for fuck's sake. And shame on the viewers for making that person feel bad for enjoying the game a certain way. In a time where it's all about mental health awareness, throwing hundreds of negative comments at someone is somehow still not regarded as toxic behavior. But playing a game a certain way, for some reason is. That's quite schizophrenic. Expressing oneself should be something that's allowed to everybody, content creator as well as viewers. That way we might actually get more unique content and less run-of-the-mill, oh no, I might offend someone with this kind of videos or streams. But back to the claim that this tweet made. Having opinions put out there simply to attract as many viewers as possible leads to bad opinions being parroted that will eventually make their way to the developer of whatever game. Oh, that huge YouTuber said it, so it must be right. Once this precedence has been established that crying loud and long enough forces changes in a game, people will obviously repeat it. And many content creators will simply do it for the views. I can guarantee you that a lot of them don't give a single shit what's going to happen. All they care about is growth and the monetary opportunities that come with it. And to all those, I wholeheartedly repeat what I wrote on the thumbnail. You need to actually think about it, whether it's actually worth to sell your integrity over it. You are a negative influence that takes advantage of dumb viewers. While I can call people out here, I fully understand that some actually just don't care. Benefits are quite nice sometimes, so why not enjoy it while it lasts? But don't come crying that it takes a toll on your mental health. It's a conscious choice in the end. If you have the right to do this, then others have the right to criticize you for it. Within reason, obviously. Same thing for me with my big mouth. I'm well aware of the backlash and won't lose any sleep over it. So, having talked about the negative sides of all this, there are also content creators that influence people in a positive way. It is mind-boggling that the tweet simply ignores that. It doesn't even have to be an opinion. People make videos or stream to entertain their viewers without any hidden agenda. Stating opinions, no matter whether they are relevant to the video or not, can positively influence people as well. I always hope that whatever I present to you guys, that at least a few of you will think it through for yourself. If I can get someone to reflect on what I said, I'm already more than happy. You don't always have to agree with me. If you form a different opinion, well, that's fine. Not everybody tries to influence the viewers to form some hive mind that does their bidding. Notice how that is the other way around than before. Viewers shape the content creators just as much as they shape them. It's not just educational content that is being completely disregarded by that person that wrote that tweet. It completely denies that consumers can think for themselves. People form their own opinions. Giving them your opinion as an example doesn't make you some cult leader. So let me sum things up then. Content creators do have a type of responsibility towards their viewers. Exploiting them, whichever way it might be, should be something they should be held accountable for. But condemning every single one of them and lumping them together is just as bad. In the end, we can just appeal to the common sense of each individual. Many of them are still young, and calling them adults might be a stretch. But they will learn, and many of them will have a massively positive effect on their viewers, as well as on games, as that was the initial premise as well. Game developers do benefit from us, that I am convinced of. Let's try and be the best version of us that we can be, for our viewers' sake, and the games that we play. Thank you guys. I hope the video was interesting. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.
No, I dodged. Screw you. Dodged.
Screw you.
Yeah, that's fair. Ah, thanks, my stamina back. Okay. I hate you.
That was so close.
But then again, I did.
But you long armed my ass.